Hi Viola, it's so exciting that summer is finally here. I know you're loving it, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking back to that last big project you had at school where we built the solar system together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big one. And did you know that it actually has some connections with something we can learn about Jehovah?
No.
I thought you'd be excited to find out, and there's a bonus. There's a video that goes with it.
Yes.
So let's take a look. I see you've got your iPod.
Yep.
So go ahead and pull up the lesson, and we'll look at these two paragraphs together
Okay.
around who is God. Go ahead and read that first paragraph.
Jesus said, "Our Father in the heavens, let your name be sanctified." Although God has many titles, he has only one name. In each language, it is pronounced differently. In English, it is usually pronounced Jehovah, but some people pronounce it Yahweh.
Yeah, that name's a little bit hard because we don't say it very often. It's Yahweh.
Yahweh.
But that's okay. It's a different language. We don't have to know that one. But so there's an interesting scripture there. See that one from Matthew 6:9? And it has a big word in there, to sanctify somebody's name. So what do you think that means, to sanctify?
To make something known.
That's a good start. Let's look up, if we go to that scripture, so just click the scripture, open, and then go to that asterisk under by the word sanctified. That'll help us. So what's it say there?
It says, "Or be held sacred, be treated as holy."
Yeah. So another way might be thinking of something that's treated special. Do you have anything that you like to treat special?
I have a doll that I had when I was a baby.
Yeah, special baby is even what we call her.
Mm-hmm.
So we understand what it means to sanctify something or hold it very special. But it talked about that Jehovah has some titles too. What titles does Jehovah have?
Creator, God, and Lord.
Yeah. Yep. And so let's even think about you. Your name's Viola, but what titles do you have?
Student, girl, sister.
Yeah. And to me, daughter. And then I have titles too. So we want to be aware of those titles because we know that that's different than actually using God's name. So we know the true God's name is Jehovah. Do you know any other God's names?
Baal is one of them.
Yeah.
And the planets were named after different gods.
Aha, there's the connection. Do you remember any of the planets that had God names?
Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter.
Yeah, the list goes on,
Saturn.
right? So there's a lot of gods out there, but it's important that we understand Jehovah. So let's read one more scripture. You see it there, Psalm 83:18. Go ahead and read that one for us.
Okay. May people know that you, whose name is Jehovah, you alone are the Most High over all the earth.
So imagining that solar system again, who is above the whole earth?
Jehovah.
Yeah. So it's important that we appreciate his name. Let's read that second paragraph. You can go ahead and read that one.
Okay. God's name has been taken out of many Bibles and replaced with the titles Lord or God. But when the Bible was written, it contained God's name some 7,000 times. Jesus made God's name known when he taught the people about God.
Good reading. So how many times is Jehovah's name in the Bible?
About 7,000 times.
You got that one down. Good. And let's look at John 17:26. So go ahead and click that open.
Okay.
And what did Jesus have to say here? Go ahead and read that scripture. This is Jesus talking.
I have made your name known to them and will make it known, so that the love with which you loved me may be in them and I in union with them.
Nice. So we heard Jesus' words, but why do you think it's so important that we would honor and know Jehovah's name?
Because there are lots of different religions out there, and they all use the same names, God and Lord, instead of a special name just for that God.
Isn't that great that it makes it special so we can have that special relationship because we know Jehovah's name? Well, I promised a video, and you'll see that there's a connection to the video if you go back on your iPod. The videos from jw.org, Does God Have a Name? I don't know if we watched this one before, so I wanted to give you an option. Should we watch it on your iPod, or do you want to cast it onto the TV?
TV.
All right, let's go do that.
I'm so glad the audience applauded because I wanted to too. So, and actually, I'm not allowed to do that because of the idea that it encourages the audience to do that. That's something that should be spontaneous. So I really appreciate that. You know, it's